Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're finding in from around the world. Welcome to our CEO Web Show, where tonight we're going to discover what the wealthy know and how you and I can actually take an opportunity that is already in existence, an industry that is already thriving, and we can, from the comfort of our home, actually create a business opportunity for ourselves. I am your host, Coach Janice Elisa Parker, and I'm so excited to have you join us on tonight. And quite like many of you, VIP guests, whether you're ministers or clergymen, whether you business owners, doctors, attorneys, or lawyers, whether you work for somebody else and aspire for even more, we're excited to have you on tonight. And I remember being invited to a presentation quite like the one that you're about to see tonight. And I remember because I've been one of those people that during the recession had lost everything, and I was looking for something. I needed something to actually help me pull myself up out of my bootstraps. And it was about that time that I was looking and needing something after losing everything during that recession that I found this particular opportunity. Well, guys, I will tell you what, it has been monumental every since. And I'm so excited to share it with you because quite like what has been beneficial to me, I believe it would be beneficial to you as well. But one of the things that I had to learn, because I'd always wondered, what do people do? I'll see those big, beautiful houses, and I wonder, what is it that they do? Or I see, the big, beautiful cars, or the children, in the very, very nice private schools. And I've always been curious, what do people do? And I found out that there's a very, very simple secret to creating a residual long-term income that continues to pay us on a monthly basis. And it actually begins with us learning what the wealthy know. So what I'm going to do with you right now is I'm going to share with you exactly what the wealthy know. Let's take a look at this quick video together.
Now it's time to discover what the wealthy know, what the rich teach their children that the poor or middle class don't. Let's first begin by discussing the wealth principle of being rich. You see, the definition of rich is when your passive income is greater than your living expenses. And passive income can be described as the income that you receive from not working your job, like residual income. See, when the income that you receive from not working your job is more than it costs you to live, you really are rich. So let's examine the structure of every job. You see, every job is structured this way. At the top, you always have an owner or CEO who makes more money than the president, who always makes more money than the vice president, who always makes more money than the middle managers and supervisors. And in that big area there, the people that do all the work, those are the employees or the staff. And oftentimes they feel like slaves. Really, folks, they're slaves to a clock. See, they have a certain time they come in, a certain time they get off, a certain time they go to lunch, a certain time they better be back. And they're going to do this for 20 to 40 years. Then that special day comes and they get to retire with half the income they were earning in the first place. Well, think about this. This is the structure that most people are living their lives with. Well, folks, think about this. When you start a job, typically you start at the bottom, working your way up. You're coming in early, staying late, shooting for that big promotion, working your way all the way up to the middle. See, rarely have I heard the story of the employee that started at the bottom and worked their way all the way up to being the CEO. Well, let me ask you, given the choice between the bottom, the middle, or the top, which one would you rather be? Which one do you think makes the most money? Obviously, it's the CEO that makes the most money because that CEO gets paid off of other people's efforts. You see, the CEO is the only one in this structure that has leverage. See, this CEO gets paid off of the production of every other employee. Folks, that's the definition of leverage, working less while earning more. So let's examine the income structure for every situation that seems to fall in four separate categories that we call the cash flow quadrant. The first category we're going to talk about is the E quadrant. This means you're an employee. Someone employs you. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, your income is automatically limited because it takes you to earn the income. You see, there's only one of you and there's only 24 hours in a day, so automatically your income is limited. Then you have the S quadrant. These are your specialists, your lawyers, doctors, electricians, plumbers. Typically, they make more than the average employee, but their income depends on them doing the work. You see, if a lawyer's not practicing law, if a doctor's not doctoring, if a plumber's not plumbing, they're not earning any income. They typically complain about how much they work, even though they earn more than the average employee. Still, only one of them and only 24 hours in a day. Then you have the richest quadrant in the world. This is the B quadrant, the big business quadrant. The reason this is the richest quadrant in the world is these people get paid off of other people's effort. This is a quadrant that Oprah Winfrey's in there. Bill Gates is in there. The richest quadrant in the world is the B quadrant, the big business quadrant. Then you have the I quadrant. I stands for investor. Well, what works for investors? Typically, if you don't have any money, you can't be a very good investor. All we want to show you folks is how you can go from the E quadrant to the B quadrant, perhaps the S quadrant to the B quadrant, which is the richest quadrant in the world, how you can do it all for the price of a cell phone. And then that quadrant leads to the I quadrant. Folks, what we want to do is look at a study of 100 people ranging from ages 20 to 65, 45 years in the working environment. Look at that. The top 5% stand alone. They're rich and financially independent because they own their own business. The bottom 95 had one thing in common. They had a job. Folks, our choices determine our opportunities. Do you want to live or survive? You want to retire sooner or later? You want to live comfortable or uncomfortable? See, no more starting at the bottom and working your way to the top. Why not just start at the top? Be your own CEO. That comes with leverage, folks. And remember, leverage is working less while earning more. John D. Rockefeller, multimillionaire, said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 other people's efforts than 100% of my own. Let's examine how most employees get paid. You see, the average employee works 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which comes to 40 hours a week, 160 a month, and 1920 a year. Let's compare that if that same employee earned leverage off of 10 other people working the same amount. You go from earning off of 40 hours a week to earning off of 400 hours a week. But let's look at those same 10 people, built a team of 10 people, and compare what the average person working only earning income off their own production, getting paid off of the production of 100 people working only 1 hour per day. Now you can clearly see how some people get paid more per month than others earn all year. Folks, it all has to do with leverage. Let's suppose your boss came to you and said, we have a new way of doing things around here. We want to raise the company's profitability, cut costs, and pay our employees more. We no longer want you to show up here at work. You can do all your work from home and we'll send your checks to your house. We're so positive that this will help the company that we would also like for you to find other people that want to work from home, and we'll pay you some of what we're paying them for finding them. Folks, this is going to give you true leverage. But let's take it a step further. Say there was no boss, that you were the boss. Folks, that's what we're talking about. Earning a serious income from word of mouth advertising. And network marketing has proven itself to be a viable and rewarding source of income, says all these millionaires and billionaires. So now that you have discovered what the wealthy know, now you understand that the harvest is plenty.
I absolutely love that video. And I will tell you what, family, one of the things that I love about what I'm about to share with you is the fact that you literally are going to be able to take the information that you just learned, and you're going to be able to take that and apply it. See, understanding what the wealthy know, which is how to leverage, which is very, very similar to, for example, a franchise opportunity, is what's going to make the difference between earning a significant amount of income and going on, and that is residual, that will pass not only to, to your children, but your children's children. So let's dive straight into that particular information. Let's dive straight into that. All right, so here we go. Now, we are going to be talking about travel and vacation. And because we're going to be talking about income, it behooves me to just actually mention to you what we call our income disclosure statement. Now, that particular statement simply says that, if grandma were to explain it to you, she would say, baby, you know what? If you do nothing, you'll get nothing. And my young people today, they say, you can't just talk about it. You have to be about it. This is a sweat equity business. The harder you work, the more you're going to make. So let's take about 10, 12 minutes to kind of run through our product. We have an amazing product. But after that, we're going to spend some serious time on the income platform that is attached to this particular presentation. So dream with me, if you will. Now, everybody loves to travel. Imagine if you had right now, Miss Valerie, 8 days and 7 nights. 8 days and 7 nights. Exactly where would you go? Now, some people love Vegas, some people love Rome. Some people love to be, in places like Europe. Some people love to travel Africa. Some people love cruises. The beautiful thing about travel is it doesn't matter. See, our platform is such that we have a wholesale travel and vacation membership. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, what does that mean? Essentially, I want you to think about it from this perspective. There are wholesale buying clubs. Here in our area, there's BJ's, there's Sam's Club, which is attached to Walmart. There's Costco, and we can buy the exact same Cheerios. Yes, we can at Walmart, but we're, as members of Sam's Club, we're going to pay a little bit less. It's the exact same thing here. You're going to have the ability to literally book the exact same travel you will book on those other public websites. Now, you may ask yourself, well, how is it that you're going to be able to charge wholesale prices, and have I always paid retail prices? And the answer is yes. Typically, you have paid to Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity a retail price sticker. There's nothing wrong with that. We live in a capitalistic society. However, online, family, there's something called parity. And while you and I may bounce from site to site to site to site looking, putting in our destination, arrival date, departure date, and check, pressing search, what we have not been aware of is the fact that the companies that we bounce around to, Agoda, Hotwire, Travelocity, Booking.com, Hotels.com, are really owned by two conglomerates. They are Expedia and Priceline. And they have decided that they and their associates, their other companies, will never undercut each other. They're both over $70 billion companies, so there is no reason for them to undercut one another. Well, I will tell you what we've done is we've come in a private way through a private sector, and we're able to offer the exact same travel that they're offering, but we're able to offer it for less. And because we're so sure about our pricing, Jacqueline, guess what? We are able to back our travel with a 150% lowest price difference guarantee. So let's take a look here at an example. We looked at in your membership and online in the public arena, 7 days and 6 nights in Disney. Now the public price was $1,641, but look at your membership price. And I don't know, does it make sense for you if you're going to go, Brian, down to a place like Disney? Does it make sense for you to actually take your money and have $943 in your pocket versus giving it away to Expedia? Well, what if you wanted to take a trip overseas? And guys, you guys know Rome. We're talking about the food. We're talking about the fun. We're talking about the fashion. All those things are at our fingertips. So we looked online at this 4-star hotel in Rome for 2 adults, all inclusive. Now you see the differences in the price. The actual figure is $812, a difference in the price. But guess what, family? Because you're a member, that $812 stays in your pocket, so you're actually able to use that money for those fun excursions. I mean, picture the food, fun, and fashion, all of the historic places that you're going to be able to visit with your money because you kept it in your pocket. It just makes sense. How about if we go to this one? Never thought about Colorado, family, but I think I'll try it one time. Because if 2 couples can go check in Colorado in a 4-star ski resort and literally save $706 and keep that money in their bank account for all the fun things that we could do, like take ski lessons or, hey, riding a ski lift, it just makes perfect sense. How about this one? Now, most of the time, I don't even have to say what the city is for people to know what the city is. It is a city that never sleeps, Las Vegas, family. And we know there's so much to do in Vegas. So we looked on the public sites. What would a 4.5-star in Las Vegas, 2-bedroom suite for 4 adults actually cost? And it was $1,386. But look at your membership price. And if you're going to go to Vegas and maybe see Celine Dion, Cirque du Soleil, Diana Ross, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, doesn't it make sense to go to Vegas and leave that $927 right there on your bank card? Of course it does. So now let's look at my favorite. This is my favorite, and I will tell you, family, I love the idea of the South Pacific, Bora Bora. Now, here is what blows my mind is that you literally could check into this vacation and you literally could be right next door in your over-the-water bungalow. And on your left is somebody who went through a public site and paid $6,708, then had to pay taxes and fees. And then somebody to your right paid the same thing, $6,708, because they don't know about the membership that you have. But because you have this private membership, you kept $3,222 on your bank card. So you can do great gifts, or heck, use it to pay for your flight. Either way, family, we have everything that you need at wholesale prices. What about cruises? Now, there are people out there who cruise 2 and 3 times a year. Y'all know that with all the food that you can eat, all the beverages, family, we have 5-day, 4-night cruises for the family or all adults. Everything that you want is on board, from movie theaters to dance clubs, from everything that you can eat, all of that at your fingertips. And look at our starting price. That is bananas. The exact same cruise lines, all 17 different cruise lines, right there at your fingertips, but not the same pocketbook cost. It's the same thing if you go to rent a car. Recently, I was in St. Louis, had to drive down to Chicago, I had to catch a flight to New York to do a presentation, about less than 24 hours later. And I remember being able to get an amazing price. And I called over to the company. I just wanted to verify what their, ATM debit card procedure was, like how much they held. And while I'm online, she's like, well, I can go ahead and book it for you now. And I'm like, no, I have this ride for $14 a day. And she was banging her head trying to figure out, how did you get $14 per day? Well, you know what? It came through our membership. Well, family, if you're out there, I want you to say there's an app for that. Yes, just like everybody else, family, we have an app. Be downloaded right to your Android or Apple device. But here's what I love and what I want to share with you is something about reward. See, right there in the palm of your hands, you're able to book anything that you want. And just like you're going to still get reward credits if you book Westin through your membership, Hilton or Holiday Inn or Marriott, you'll still get your reward credits. If you book United or Southwest or American Airlines, it doesn't matter. But you're going to double dip in our membership, meaning you're going to get reward credits from when you book a hotel, a cruise, a car rental, a flight, a weekly stay, a resort. It doesn't matter. They all bank up in this vacation vault. Well, why is that important? Well, let me tell you about a girlfriend of mine named Charlize. Now, this is going to make you very happy. See, because Charlize was able to book to Brazil. We went to Brazil like mid-October last year. She booked round trip air flights out of North Carolina in Miami, round trip out of Miami into Brazil. Just incidentally, here's a tip. It's cheaper that way. But here's the beautiful thing. While it was thousands of dollars for the 2 tickets for she and her husband, she ended up paying $33. Why? Because her reward credits that had banked up in her vacation vault actually paid for everything else. Now, Coach JP, are you guys the only game in town in this travel membership new? And the answer to that question is no. As a matter of fact, American Express owns a company called Inspirato, and their price tag, for their membership starts at $10,000. If you want to upgraded membership, 20, and even the top membership, $30,000. So while they were charging people 10, 20, and 30%, $30,000 for their membership, they were only saving people 10, 15, and 20%. Nick Pagano will pull up on our app and show that we were saving on the exact same vacation 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Guys, you've seen it. Some of you that own the membership, even 70%. off. And see, we only charge a one-time initiation fee of $299. And where they're processing, their monthly fee is over $283. Ours is $69 per month. But here's something that we did. We stepped it up a little bit because, see, there's a new sheriff in town. So we stepped it up a little bit, family, and we have a referral program. And literally, the referral program allows you to refer other people. Most of us have people that we travel with. Most of us have travel buddies. Well, if you're saving 10, 20, I mean, you're saving 30, 40, 50, 60, sometimes 70% on your travel, what do you think friends are going to want to do? Well, once you refer 3, guess what? Your membership subscription is paid for monthly by the company. No subscription payment for you. Your monthly payment is now something that we call free. But wait, there's more. With our Ultimate Platinum membership, we have a wholesale travel and vacation membership. And literally, family, literally, you stick with the platinum and you pay a one-time upgrade of $200, you still have your wholesale membership. And did I mention to you guys that that includes for 4 people? That's for 4 people, literally. So if you're a couple, an adult couple, and you have a couple of adult children, all 4 of you can travel in the exact same platform. But then we even offer a travel agency. And what I love about the travel agency is literally you can become a bona fide, certified, book, and earn commission for travel agent right there in your home. Right there in your home. All the certifications that you would need if you owned and operated a facility, you're going to have right here. Not to mention an unlimited customer program. See, we found a way to compete with Expedia. Maybe not on the billion-dollar scale, but we can sure pluck away at them a little bit. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. And the company is so sure about your upgrade to platinum and the business opportunity afforded you that they actually offer a 100% risk-free guarantee. So let me ask you this question. What would you dare try if you knew that you could not fail? If you knew that your success was guaranteed, what would you try? Well, family, our unlimited share saving earnings program, that customer program that I told you about, is literally a platform that the company knows for a fact is going to work. And because it knows it's going to work, it knows that if you follow a simple system of having 10 people sign up on your website every single month and listening to some audio and videos to train you on how to run your business, that people are going to buy. And what the company says is this. You know what I'm going to do for you, Alberta? When people purchase on the membership, on your Vortex, whatever they save, the company's going to give you 60% of that. Let's look at how that actually plays about. So let's just say, I don't know, you're in the hairdressers and one of the young ladies in the hairdressers mentions that she wants to go to Orlando, and you say, hey, well, you know what? I don't know if this link will save you money, but try this link. And if it saves you money, let me know the next time I see you. So she takes the link, she thanks you, she goes in her phone, she immediately signs up, and all of your customers sign up for free. It's kind of like a friends and family discount type thing. They sign up for free. Well, guess what? When she signs up and looks, she realizes she can get this 3-bedroom condo down in Orlando for not $2,579, but only $2,000. She saves $511. But you know what? Most people are from Missouri. Don't believe you. So she's going to go check on those public sites we've been talking about. She's going to double check and verify. And lo and behold, yes, she can save $511. Here is what's so fantastic is she'll go on to save $511, Anthony Buster, and the company's going to send you a check. The company's going to send Buster a check for 60% of that. Buster, you're going to get a check for $306. Andrea, you're going to get a check for $306. The power of this platform is that you can share your link with as many people as you want. They can travel as often as you want. Now, I want you to put your thinking cap on for me, especially for our VIP guests that are on. Those of you who own nonprofit organizations, or you run one, or you're the head of one, whether it's a ministry or alumni association, or maybe it's like something like the Red Cross. Recently, what we have done is we've been diving in head first, and a lot of our time is literally spent helping nonprofit organizations. One of the challenges with a nonprofit, of course, is bringing in funds. We have donors, contributors, congregations, and a lot of times we're having to ask for more and more funds. Well, what if there was a way that your organization could raise money without asking for additional funds? Not saying we wouldn't do car washes, not saying we wouldn't do bake sales or yard sales, not saying that. But since the members of our congregation, our donors, our contributors of our organizations are traveling anyway, what if we shared the link that belonged to your organization with those that support you? Now, we're not saying that every one of them will travel. We get that. We're just saying, what if only 20% of your member base travel? If you had a church of 1,500 people, an organization of 1,500 people, and 20% of them travel, and we're not going to say a big lofty number. We're not going to say they say 511 or 411 or 311 or 211 or even 111. We're going to say that they save $50, just $50 when they book that vacation. Family, just by them, your members of your organization doing what they're going to do this summer anyway, your organization could raise the kind of funds that we're showing you here. That's bananas. And the question to you may be why? It is simply because travel is something people are always going to do. So I want to say to you, I told you we're going to go straight through the product. Congratulations and welcome aboard. 3 distinct products. The membership for $299, the platinum for $499, and if you want just that Vortex, it's $199. We have an amazing product. But I tell you what, more amazing than that is the compensation plan. Let me dive straight in. See, because my grandmother used to say this. She used to say, baby, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So if travel and vacation is something that everybody wants to do, including us, would it make sense to make travel our business? Of course it would. See, here's the beautiful thing. If you're going to go in business, because you may have been like me, when I was looking to restart, I'm trying to think of what business can I open? Do I go back to school? What would I do? Well, here's what Warren Buffett says. He says to increase your wealth, start a business. But Warren Buffett, the financial advisor to people like LeBron James, gives us a piece of free advice. And that advice is this. He said, things you like to do should be a hobby of yours. But the things that the world does, now that should be a business of yours. Well, what does the world do? The world is traveling. Well, the reason we have the ability to offer that membership I was telling you about at just $299 is because of the 3 gentlemen that you see here. Why? Because they're responsible for over $3 billion in travel sales. So in other words, they have a little bit of clout in the travel industry. See, their goal and objective is based on the vision of Pastor, we call him Coach J. Lloyd Tomer. His goal is to have 10,000 financially independent families by the end of December 2020. So we've got our work cut out for us. Well, in order to do that, family, they are paying out these $1,000 bonuses and $10,000 bonuses and $50,000 bonuses. And over 100 people are 7-figure earners, $1 million earners right here in this platform. So you want to thank the person that invited you to this platform, because guess what? They are sharing with you something that is absolutely positively amazing. And our goal is to change your life. But just to put a stamp on why we chose travel and tourism, let's just look at the numbers that travel and tourism does. In 2017, in a 1-year period, travel and tourism did, in just 1 year, travel and tourism did $8.1 trillion. That was 2 years ago. We have no idea where it's going to be by end of 2019, but you don't have to find the right business. You just have to find an industry that people are spending money in and dive in. So what are we going to do for you? Well, recently I was talking to a young lady, and she was saying to me, I need to, earn an extra $400, $500, or $600 a month. I'm just trying to make my ends meet, right? And so she said, but I don't want to really work at a place like Macy's because they're going to control my hours. I have a senior about to be in college. I have a junior, a freshman, and I have a 6th grader. And she said, I just don't want to leave them at home, but I can't seem to make my ends meet. Anybody ever felt that way? Like I get close, but no cigar. Our mentor, Dr. Christopher Coakley says, and when you think you got a little bit extra, he said, your appliances talk to each other, right? And they'll be saying, okay, is it your turn to break down or mine? Who broke down last? Well, life happens. So she's saying, I just need to make my ends meet. So I said, well, what if you could have your own business? And what if in this business, you literally had the ability to be your own boss and set your own schedule, not be at the mercy of the supervisor and they're setting your schedule? What if it was a business where it wasn't just based on your efforts, But by you empowering other people like we're going to empower you, not only will you create an unlimited income stream, but you'll create multiple income streams. And what if, just like if you went to Macy's, we have in the business training, just like you would have on the job training, and a system where we're going to walk you step by step by step through the process. Not just us personally, but a system our company has spent millions of dollars in crafting and purchasing, the same one Walt Disney uses, that's going to help you throughout your process. And we can help you create that extra income. And she was very excited about the possibilities. So I said to her this. I said to her, this is what we want to do. Inside of your first 30 days in business, our goal is not to create for you $400 or $500. Our goal is actually to create for you $1,000. See, we are going to, and for the sake of this example going forward, I am going to be talking about the platinum product, okay? Our flagship product. We help you bring on 3 of those sales in your first 8 days. Not only are you 3 and free, remember that family, when you have 3, that monthly subscription is paid by the company and not you? You're also going to earn $30 per person and a $150 fast start bonus just in your first 8 days. But we're not done. See, we're going to help you. We're going to help you because you don't know what to say yet. So we're going to do the work for you or with you to help you build your team, build a network. When you bring 4 more sales in, you'll notice that you got a raise from $30 to $50. That's based on your work effort. You don't have to ask anybody. You do the work, the company gives you the raise. I love that. But they're going to pay you by getting this done in your first 30 days an additional $1,000 fast start bonus. That's over $1,440 in your first 30 days. Family, that's 3 times the amount that she said she needed to make her ends meet. But remember, I shared with you on a previous slide that the company has paid out over 40,000 of those $1,000 bonuses. And the reason for that is there's something that we like to call unlimited. Now, what does that mean? Unlimited simply means that you can earn as many as you want. As a matter of fact, one of my girlfriends, Tashana Richardson, we celebrated her a few months ago. I don't remember when, but I think it was last year. And she earned her 50th $1,000 bonus in less than 2.5 years. See, the powerful thing about this company is that you can earn them over and over and over again. So let me ask you this question. With an extra if you had an extra $500 a week, would it mean something to you? Would it mean something to you to have an extra $500 a week? Let me ask you another question. Will you or anyone you know be interested in what it would take to earn an extra $50,000 in the next, 100 days? Well, if you answered yes to those questions, this is the most powerful part of our presentation. See, in your Team Builder Network, and you'll notice these little 3 boxes up here, the secret sauce to our success in this business is simply helping people get the company to pay their $63.54 and waiving it for them. So you bring in your first 3, let's just say you become a team builder, that's your fast start team. You enroll your next 4 in your team builder group. Well, the beautiful thing about our platform is this, and this is what I share with her. Every time 7 sales falls into your team builder network, whether you lift a finger or not, you earn a $1,000 bonus. Think of the concept like being the head of a franchise. Like if you were Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, his family generates a bit of revenue every time a burger sells around the world. Let me show you how that works for you. So this is 4 of those 7. Let's just say this young man, he actually brings in his first 3. He's now 3 and free, waive that monthly payment, but his 3 plus your 4 equals 7. Now you have a $1,000 bonus. And no, you did not do all the work. Remember in the video, What the Wealthy Knows, and if you weren't on for that part of it, you can go back and listen to that, on this recording. It talked about the fact that you learn to do something called leverage. And all leverage is when you empower the next person, like we empower you, everybody is going to win. What if the next couple is a pastor and they love the membership and they travel a lot and they bring on 3 other pastors? Maybe in that first 8 days, they get a $150 fast start bonus. That's now 3 of your 7. But watch as this unfolds. See the power of leverage, right? And in this example, we're showing you just having 4 people that you personally referred in your team builder group. But every time 7 sales falls into your team builder network without you lifting a finger. Yes, we're going to help them and we're going to do a presentation for them. And yes, we're training them. But do you understand the powerful part about this network? You help them to get the team builder like you did. And every time 7 sales falls in your team builder network, just by helping people to get what we call 3 and free, you're going to earn yourself a $1,000 bonus. Now, you probably noticed on the screen right before that it also mentioned something about having paid out over 500 $10,000 bonuses. Well, the company has those too. See, when 100 sales falls into your team builder network, and you already know you did not do all of the work. Yes, you help some people, help some other people who help some other people. Now, will this first young man be able to earn $1,000 bonuses like you? Yes, because now that he has his 3 platinums, he's a team builder, he begins to build in his team builder network, he earns just like you. It is an even playing field. Can he earn a $10,000 bonus? Everybody can. See, what I also love about it is that because you're a team builder, you have access to unlimited $10,000 bonuses. Every single time a new 100 sales falls in your team builder group, the company's going to pay you a $10,000 bonus. Well, family, there are some champions in our company that have taken advantage of a special incentive that is offered to you, those of you who are brand new looking at this presentation, that within your first 100 days, and just earlier today, I was sitting down with a young man by the name of Jawan, and his goal is exactly this. He wants to, in 100 days, help 100 people, to change their lives as well. And see, what the company does is that the company is going to pay you 14 of those $1,000 bonuses, over $11,000 in personal and non-personal referral commissions, plus a $10,000 bonus check, because every 100 pays you a 10, but because you get it done in 100 days, the company's going to pay you an additional $25,000, $5,000 a month for 5 months. Champions, we have people who have done that. So she says to me, "That's great, Ms. Parker, but I don't need all that. I've got these children, I've got activities. I can't do all that. I just need that extra $500 a month." So I said, you know what? It really begins the same way. You pick the amount of income that you want, and we're going to do it the exact same way. So I shared with her is all we want to do is help you to become 3 and free. The same thing. There are people out there that that are looking for ways to make their ends meet. There are nonprofit organizations and churches that are looking for ways to raise money. There are business owners that are looking for ways to enhance their income. There are moms and dads and stay-at-home parents that are looking for ways. So there are people out there, yes or yes. So we help you to become 3 and free. But then what are we going to help those 3 become? Well, they know people, the same type of people who are doing great, want to do greater. People who are doing great just want to travel more. It does not matter. We're going to help each of your 3 actually get 3. That means their monthly subscription payment is going away. Then what are we going to help you to do? We're going to help those 9, help those 9 to actually become 3 and free as well. You kind of get the picture that this is all about helping people get 3. So when I hear people say, well, I don't know a lot of people, great. We want to get you 3. Because after that, it's not about the people, just the people it's about the people that those 3 know as well. But I told her, you let us do that for you. And when you have 39 people in this particular structure, the company's paying you an additional $500 per month, every single month after month. And you know what we're going to do with those 27? Yep, you already figured it out. We're going to get them 3. So family, there are multiple ways that you're going to earn money. Check match. Let me just hit on that one for just a quick second, because this one is kind of cool. My mentor, Vaughn Nickelberry, actually referred a young man by the name of Nick Pagano, the gentleman I told you that went to see the American Express Inspirato presentation. Well, Nick Pagano has earned over $1.2 million in commission. Because my sponsor referred Nick Pagano, my sponsor has matched, meaning the company not only sent Nick $1.2 million, they sent to my sponsor $1.2 million. See, in this business, the more people you help, the more you help who? Yourself. Yes, we sell a product called travel, but you know what our real product is, family? Our real product is you. It's people. And the more people we help and bless, the more money you're going to make. How does that sound to you? Doesn't that make just perfect sense? Of course it does. Now we have a director program. This is I guess you would call it our executive level program. This particular program, family, let me tell you, as a director, a marketing director with this company, I will tell you there is no more comprehensive and lucrative marketing director program or executive program than what we have. See, one of the things that I ask people oftentimes, I'll ask them, I'll say, when do you want to retire? Now, most people say yesterday, last week, last year, tomorrow, and those things are all wonderful. My next question to those people would be, okay, what's your exit strategy? Now, most people would love to retire tomorrow, but there's no exit strategy, even for 5 years or 10 years down the road. And then I asked the question, well, do you know what it would take per month for you to literally be able to retire, right? Literally be able to retire anytime soon. Most people don't know. So let me give you an idea. See, what I love about our director program is this. At level 1, they pay you $1,000 a month. At level, and you get a blue jacket. And at level 2, they're gonna actually purchase a car for you, charge you a Challenger, your choice, pay for the car, pay the insurance, pay taxes, title and licensing fees, and pay you an extra $2,000 a month every single month. At our level 3 director platform, they're gonna purchase you a Mercedes CLA 45 AMG, a Jaguar XF. I want the XFR, the long one. She's nice. Oh my goodness. Or, the BMW 428i, either one. But you're earning an extra $4,000 every single month. At our level 4, the presidential Rolex, the fur coat, the diamond rings, the dream vacation, or the boat. I'm gonna go with the Rolex. I kind of like the presidential Rolex with the diamond face, the diamond bezel, but you get to choose whatever it is you want. But more importantly than that, I want you to look at that $8,000 per month. See, I was sitting down with a financial advisor, and he said to me, and I told you I lost everything in the recession, really literally had to start over. And he said to me, he said, Janice, you need to have about $1 million in the bank, or an annuity earning 10% interest if you're gonna actually live on about $8,000 or $9,000, $10,000 a month. Well, family, here's what I found out the real math is. If you wanted to live on $8,000 extra income per month, this is outside of our world. That's outside of here. Then you multiply that figure by 200, and you guys know that that's $1.6 million. So literally, we would need $1.6 million sitting inside of an account earning, and the average is about 6% these days, averaging 6% interest. When you multiply this by 6%, right, you're going to come up with, what's 12 times 16? You're going to come up with, I'm not even going to guess, $96,000. That's what it is, $96,000. That's the interest, right? That is the interest on the 1.6 million. If you divide that by 12, family, that's going to pay you that $8,000 per month. See, here's the thing, according to Time Magazine, the average person has an inability to save that kind of money. So they're now trying to say that a lot of us will just continue to work from now on. Or we can start a business for $19.95 here in Surge 365, plus whatever product it is that you decide. And we can help other people help themselves, and we can work to get ourselves to a place that we're bringing in $8,000 per month. You understand what I'm saying, Charles? We're bringing in $8,000 a month, and that is the equivalent of having that 1.6 in the bank. But here is a beautiful surprise. See, the beautiful thing is that at our level 6 director platform, they actually pay you $1 million, right? I thought I saved that. But here's the thing. They just introduced 2 more vehicles to our level 5 director platform. A Lamborghini Huracan or a Ferrari Portofino. Now, you can still get the 2-door Bentley GTC, or you can actually get the Flying Spur. And I remember thinking, family, that this was an impossibility. But the fact of the matter is I know people that are driving those very same cars. Family, they've even added 2 additional levels to our platform. And one of those levels is level 7, where they would purchase for you $1 million vacation home, $1 million yacht, or $1 million motor coach. And a director bonus of $12,000 every single month. As a matter of fact, you've been earning that since level 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, level 5. But in addition to that, family, at level 8, the company is going to guarantee to pay you $100,000 a month, every single month, month after month, 12 months a year for 10 years. That's $12 million. I'm sorry. That's $12 million every $1.2 million every year, over $12 million in a 10-year period. The question is, where can you go and do that? I remember when I saw this platform, and I remember thinking to myself, Annette, like this can't be true. I've gone to school, I've got the good education, I've got the good job, and now here I am in my 40s. My company has just rolled backwards. The recession took out my bank, which took out us. And so, Brian, it was one of those things where, I'm literally finding myself having to actually start over, in my 40s. And Deborah, I would look at something like this. Somebody's going to tell me you've done all of this work, 18 hours a day in this 18-hour days in this dealership. And now somebody's going to tell me for a $199, $299, or $499 investment plus $19, and I can get rid of the 60, not $3, which was a joke in my company. 29,000 was what we had as a monthly overhead in our dealership, right? That I can do better than I did in my dealership, working part-time from home. And I've done all of that. It was really hard to believe. But see, grandmother used to say there's more than one way to skin a cat. And really what she's saying is that there's more than one way to accomplish your goal. I looked at this platform, family, and at first I had every excuse in the world. And I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you not to have them. Curtis, if you're looking at this for the first time, or Donna, I don't know who's first and who's not. I'm just seeing who's online. I want to share with you this. You don't have to worry about it being, as great as a franchise, but you don't have to worry about the $75,000 or $80,000 to open a Subway. It's only max $500. It's better than a franchise, but you don't have to worry. And just like a franchise, you don't have to worry about what to do because we're going to teach you. So I don't know what to do is not an excuse, right? Well, you know what? I don't have time. And I remember thinking that because when I was trying to rebound myself, I'm working 3 part-time jobs and I'm so busy out there. You know what, Denise? I'm so busy out there earning $30,000 a month. I almost missed, a year, I almost missed the ability to earn $30,000 a month. And so then I had this other excuse where I said, you know what, Lanita, I just don't believe it. I really just do not believe, that this is possible. And so a young lady by the name of Celetta Brown challenged me. I got started in the business, but I still wasn't a believer, She said, I want you to come down with me to see this young lady, Shoshana Richardson. Now, this young lady got started in business 7 months after I said no the first time. In a 12-month period, from May of 2016 to May of 2017, this young lady had not only earned $100,000 in the business, she earned the company car, right? She was what the top producer in the company at that particular time, and they were doing a celebration for her. And I remember going down there, and I remember hearing about what she put together. But it wasn't just what she did; it was the tenacity that she had to do it, because she was one of those people that she actually had 5 children and had displaced from her home and made it happen. After I saw them hand her that car legacy, those car keys, and $15,000 in checks that day, I became what we call an instant believer. So I'm going to close this old school. Guys, you've heard your grandparents say it this way, right? You've heard it repeated before, Tiani. Don't put off till tomorrow what you need to get done today. If a little piece of you is saying, you know what, I need to make this happen, I need to go ahead and be about getting this business done, then we want you to go ahead and do just that. Get the business done. Grandma used to say this. She used to say, time waits for no one. Family, it is the end of June almost. We are already 6 months into 2019. And if we came into 2019 saying we're going to do something different than we did in 2018, and nothing has changed from January 1 to June 19th, then it's time to get up and get it done. And lastly, my grandmother would say this. You know what? Who was it? Don't put off till tomorrow what you need to get done today. Time waits for no one, and there's no time like the present. That was the other one. There's no time like the present. And family, there is not. See, you were invited here at this particular time for a reason. Don't let the blessing pass from you. And as I close, I said this on Saturday at a Super Saturday, Miss Valerie. I said, God doesn't, he hands us an opportunity or gives us an assignment. And opportunity doesn't go away. You know that? It's just passed on to the person who's willing to accept the assignment. Let that person tonight be you. So what's next? Get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar. They will give you a test drive of the membership. They will share with you how this thing works. They'll walk you through everything. They'll get you started in the platform that works best for you. And then it's time for us to walk with you step by step through the process, Sean, to help you achieve your goals and dreams. So with that being said, I am Janice Parker, Marketing Director here with SIG. I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. I look forward to seeing you at the bank. At the end of the day, let's just get to the top, because quite frankly, the bottom is just a little bit too crowded. Have an incredible rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. This particular webinar is officially over. We'll talk to you soon.